I'm like so embarrassed right now that I'm crying so hard. I don't even know where to end, how to end this video now, because I wasn't expecting to be like sobbing on it. But oh my gosh, what is going on? Yo, what is happening? I'm literally having a breakdown. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Jhéani. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be reviewing Excuse Me, I Love You, the Sweetener World Tour documentary. It took like 3 times as long just to get through it, because obviously I don't just like watch it. I like watch it and then I stop it and then I pause and I rewind. It's just like a whole thing. So anyways, I thought it was so good. It was so well done. First of all, it looks gorgeous, like visually so beautiful. It was just amazing getting to relive the show. And I'm gonna just like basically share my thoughts that I was live tweeting last night, because I basically live tweeted the entire documentary. But yeah, so she sounded so good. She looked so gorgeous. The whistle notes, the vocals, everything about it was so well done. And honestly, I love the fact that they kept it like focused on the music and focused on her performances and not digging into her personal life. You know what I mean? Like the moments that they shared with her friends and stuff were like silly and more kind of like just fun, instead of like prying into like all of her, you know what I mean, personal issues or whatever, because I just felt like it put her in a light that she should be seen as. Like she should be known as a phenomenal vocalist, an artist, and a sweet person and a fun person, not for all these other negative things that have happened to her that she's experienced. And also just for her to like have things to herself. Like people were saying, like I was seeing how people were saying like, oh, like she didn't include anything about Dalton. She didn't include, first of all, I don't even think that they were together when this documentary like was being filmed. But even if they were, it's just like, do you guys really think she's gonna sit there and put her brand new relationship that she doesn't even post that much about on social media in a Netflix documentary? Like, I don't know, I feel like people are so entitled, but I just thought it was super well done. I loved like getting to the behind the scenes with the dancers and like her team and her crew and stuff. That was really fun. You know how like under everyone's name, like it would say like best friend or icon or best person ever or something like that? And for Scooter, it was just like manager. Like, it was just like her energy with Scooter was different, I feel like, than with everyone else in the documentary. And other people did comment that too, so I know I'm not the only one that thought like that, saw that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Like, am I just reaching, or did you feel that too? Because, which I'm actually I'm not completely surprised by, but I also am just like, I wonder what that's about. But anyways, I thought the story about Myron like pooping and Alfredo throwing up and Chris and Jen was on the FaceTime was so funny. And I don't know, the audience moments were really sweet. It was like really cute. And her mom, oh my gosh, her mom is such an angel. I freaking love her mom. She's just so sweet. And the girl that was like, I'm afraid of heights, and their mom's like, okay, well, do you want to come watch in the front with us? And she's just freaking out. Like, her mom is just so sweet. She's like, I just don't want anyone to be sad. And like, her mom is like such an angel. And then Victoria, I was so happy to see Victoria. And she mentioned like in the part where Victoria was when they were rehearsing that she was gonna cut Successful to make room for it so that they could do Monopoly. I was like, friendship goals, because her cutting Successful just so that her and Victoria could perform Monopoly is honestly a big deal, because that's a really good song. And also, like, I never realized until I watched this documentary how heavy her ponytail must be, because every time she went into the quick change and was like, Josh was like holding her ponytail back while she was like putting on her necklace, I'm like, that must be so heavy. And like, it's like a workout probably for her to perform, not just because she's performing and dancing or whatever, but just having that like weight of her ponytail on her head. And it was so funny when he was like spraying the Got To Be glue. All the black girls know about the Got To Be glue, but to like glue it down, I was dying laughing. But yeah, I was just like, I never realized like the ponytail gotta weigh 10 pounds, because that shit looked so heavy. I think my favorite performance, like live performance, was Makeup. Makeup is so sexy to watch live. Just the choreo and the lighting and her outfit, just everything about it I just loved. And I don't know why I just never fully appreciated it until I saw it on like the, you know, movie screen. I was like, I just love that whole set. It's just so hot. Yeah, I really, I think makeup had to be my favorite performance that they did. Oh, and my favorite vocal performance was definitely Tattooed Heart. That was literally, that was like heaven. I already love Tattooed Heart, but her like performance that night, whatever night it was, I don't know if it was the London show or whatever, was so moving and so gorgeous. I feel like she's like, especially at that time when she was going through a lot of emotional stuff, she's come to sing with so much more emotion now. Like I feel like her heart has been broken open over like the past couple years, and she sings that with so much emotion now, and it's just so powerful and so gorgeous. But yeah, and the sweetest part was when Mariah asked her to be in the All I Want for Christmas Is You video. She was like freaking out about it, and she was like, does that mean she likes me? And I was like, that seriously made me so happy, because I did a whole rant on this in my Oh Santa reaction, talking about like how much I know that performance and opportunity meant for Ariana to finally like get to do something with Mariah Carey, because that's like her idol, and she's always like, I'm sure deep down wanted like acknowledgement and validation from Mariah. And that like moment in the movie was just when she got asked to do like a little tiny snippet of the All I Want for Christmas like compilation video, and she literally cried. Like I was like, that is so cute. And she's like, it means so much to me as an artist, and like I grew up like mimicking her to learn how to sing. And I was like, so sweet. It was so precious, like how much that meant to her. I mean, I already knew that, but like just for her to have that little like part in the compilation video that had tons of other celebrities in it, and how she was like so like happy to find out that Mariah actually was the one that chose her to be in it, and that she's like, does that mean she likes me? And Scooter's like, she likes you a lot. I was like, yes, it's finally been clarified. And I'm just so happy that she got that validation from Mariah, because I know that's literally like meant the world to her. And I can't even imagine how she was freaking out when she got the call for the Oh Santa like actual performance with Mariah, because that is a whole other level of like acknowledgement. And yeah, so that's why I went on like a 10-minute rant in my Oh Santa reaction about the whole thing between Ariana and Mariah, and like her finally getting that recognition and how much that meant to her. So I love that like she literally showed that in this documentary, and also was like so emotional to the point of crying. Like that just shows you how special like Mariah has always been to her. And I think it's just like, yeah, it's been a long time coming for her to finally get her act together and stop being petty and actually like, you know what I mean, like support Ariana, because that is like literally the #1 person that I know like has influenced Ariana. And I'm just so happy for her. I'm so happy she got that acknowledgement, and it was so cute to like see her reaction and stuff. And she was like, the fact that she thought of me is soul shaking. I was like, girl, if she didn't think of you, that would be very weird. So I'm glad that Mariah actually acknowledged the fact that she does think of you in a positive light, and gave you like, you know, her support, because she deserves it. She deserves it. I just know whenever there's gonna be a lifetime award like performance from Mariah Carey, Ariana's gonna be the one doing it, and rightfully so. But yeah, it was so sweet. It was so cute. She was crying. That was like the cutest, sweetest thing ever. And then at the end when she's like, I hope she likes it, and goes into like, I hope she likes it in a whistle tone, I was like, of course she would do that. But yeah, I just thought it was so beautiful, and I'm just so happy they put this together. Like I said, I just love that it's just showing Ariana in the light that she needs to be seen as. She is a superstar. She is a pop, you know, princess, vocalist. Like that's how I want people to see her, not like from all this heavy stuff, because she has a lot on her plate, and I think that it's just not healthy for her to constantly be putting out like her like personal emotions that are like about her personal life for the public to just scrutinize. You know what I mean? Like I understand putting it in your music, and that's what I know she does, but it's just like people are like, oh, but I wanted to see more substance. Girl, because you want to see her crying and sobbing over Manchester? You want to see her crying and sobbing over Mac dying? Like what? I don't understand what people want. Like they want to see her sad? It's just like, how are you being so selfish? Like, first of all, just appreciate the show for what it is. Appreciate her talent, because that's what the purpose of this documentary is to showcase her talent. maybe in the future she'll do another documentary sharing more of that in-depth stuff at the right timing, but she's probably not even ready to talk about that stuff yet. You do get to realize the amount of trauma that she's been through, especially at the time that she filmed this, like how recent all that stuff was, and that she was still processing and working through all of it. You think she just want to shove a camera in her face to have everyone, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's probably not even ready to talk about it publicly, and she may not ever talk about it, and it's really not anyone else's business, and it's really not anyone else's, like, you know what I mean, job to tell her, like, that she should, like, put these things out there, because that's, like, literally potentially, like, life-ending levels of trauma for anyone to go through. Even if someone just went through one of the things she went through in, like, 2019 or 2018, that whole period, that could, like, ruin them forever, let alone multiple things back to back. And plus her, like, relationship with her dad and her parents' divorce and all these things that she's experienced. Like, she's human. And, like, I know with trauma, like with my own trauma, like, after you've kind of gotten it out of your system, like, talking about it, then after a while you need to shift and start focusing on the positive and the things that are going to make you happy, the things that make you feel good, instead of always dwelling on the pain and the negative, because that's also part of healing. Like, it's also part of healing for her to just have fun and to be with her friends and to laugh and to just focus on the good things in her life. And I feel like that's what she's doing, and that's what she wants you guys to do through watching this documentary and just celebrating her talent and her music and her tour and how far she's come and her success. That's what you should care about as a fan. So I don't even understand the mindset of people being like, let me see what somebody tweeted. It was, like, so annoying. I was honestly about to go off on them. I'm really disappointed with Ari, but this documentary had no substance. I'm so sad, for real. How was her talent and belting for 2 hours straight and not missing a single note and killing her choreography and being an amazing performer not substance? How is that not substance? Like, I don't understand what kind of, like, basically what y'all are saying is you want to see her cry, you want to see her rip out her heart and share all of her deepest pain and trauma. That's what you want? You're not entitled to that. She's human, for one. She doesn't owe you anything. And she's not a freaking, like, this is not a therapy session for her to do that to. You're not her therapist. She has a therapist for that. You are supposed to be supporting her music and her talent as a fan. When she chooses to share personal things, then great, and that's up to her. But no one is entitled to that. And I feel like people feel like that with artists and celebrities so much, and I don't understand it. It's like, yes, they're artists and they can put themselves out there and be, like, vulnerable and share their emotions to whatever degree they feel like it, but they're not obligated to do that just because, or at all. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly hope that after this whole era, she's, like, on her Beyonce shit and doesn't talk about any of her personal life, especially when she gets married. Because it's like, do you guys realize the level of fame that she's at? She has to keep things to her for herself to, like, stay sane and, like, grounded, and it's really not anyone else's business. It's like the people in her life that she's actually doing life with that know her personally, those are the people she should be sharing those things with. And it's like, if she decides to do a documentary where she's comfortable sharing certain things, then that's up to her. But it's obviously, it's literally not even been, like, a full, like, 2 years since all of this stuff. This is still pretty fresh, and just let her live and just let her have fun, like, and appreciate her talent. Like, stop being so demanding and so, like, codependent and, like, I don't know, enmeshed in all of her issues that you feel like it's, like, you're entitled to seeing her sharing her trauma with you. You're not. Like, I'm sorry, you guys are, like, I feel like people don't realize the difference between a fan and, like, a friend and, like, a person in her actual life. Like, yes, her fans are her friends, but it's a different kind of friendship. And I don't understand why people are criticizing her for not being vulnerable enough. She's been extremely vulnerable, extremely, and she's gotten way more vulnerable over the years than from, like, the very beginning of her career. If you guys knew Ariana from like before everything blew up for her, I used to always, like, want her to open up more and to be more vulnerable when she sings and to share, or to sing with more emotion and all these kind of things, to share more vulnerability in her lyrics. And she has come so far in her last 3 albums in doing that I literally could not be happier and more proud of her for even getting to the place that she's at now, because I know that's always been hard for her. And it's like, being really funny and silly has been almost like a way to, like, kind of keep herself from doing that, because she is really, like, a fun person. But at the same time, Like, she's come so far with just opening up and sharing her vulnerability, and I feel like if you guys are not happy with that, you're not satisfied with that, then I don't really know what else you guys want. Anyways, I just went on a complete rant, but that just pissed me off because I'm like, instead of people celebrating the things that she did put in the documentary, I honestly, the whole time I was watching it, I was like, yes, I'm so happy this is not personal. Like, I'm so happy this is not super into her personal life. I'm so happy that they're focusing on the music, focusing on her talent, focusing on her show and her success. Like, that's what her career and her image should be focused on. I feel like artists who make their career so much about their trauma and issues, it ends up backfiring. Like, look at Demi. Even Justin, I feel like, is still recovering from doing that. So it's like, honestly, people get too into, I feel like it should not be seen as her identity to share all of these things, because those traumatic things that happened to her and the pain that she went through do not define her, and she does not have to constantly harp on them and constantly put them out there and constantly talk about them, especially after she's like trying to move on and like trying to get to like a happier, healthier place, and has gotten to a healthier place. She doesn't need to come back to that really painful stuff over and over again just to make people happy because they feel like they're closer to her or they know her more. Because also, sharing and oversharing is not equivalent to intimacy. So you don't know her more just because you know certain things about her that she's been through. Like, the people who know her are the people who are actually in her life, and those are the people that it's appropriate for her to share that side of herself with all the time, and not us. Like, we are literally just people that are there to support her music. So if that's not good enough for you guys, then maybe you just need to go follow somebody else. I don't know. Anyways. But you let me feel so lucky. Oh yeah, I was so happy that they included Break Your Heart Right Back and You'll Never Know. Because I'm like, I feel like the general public does not know about those songs. And her performing them, I'm like, yes, people are gonna see more of R&B on it, and I'm so excited. Because like, I feel like the average person has never heard those songs, doesn't know they exist. And they only know like Break Free and No Tears Left to Cry, and it's like, those songs are great too, but I want them to see more of this like R&B side of her, and I love that she performed those, because now I feel like people are going to see like more of what she can do and more of her sound, like her true sound, not like the sound that she did, you know, because she had to, you know. But yeah, and she just looks so confident, so fierce, like such a bad bitch. Her stage presence, oh, and like, she was killing the choreo and just looked so, she looked like a fucking superstar. Like, she is a superstar, but it's just surreal because this version of her is the version of her after like her coming into like so much confidence and so much like owning who she is. I feel like for a long time she was almost insecure about how good of a singer she was. Like, I felt like she wouldn't really like go off the way she does now because she was holding back a little bit, maybe because of the Mariah comparisons, or because people would be like, oh, you're trying to be like Mariah, don't whistle because that's Mariah's thing or whatever. And it's like, now I feel like she's just like, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna do me and do what I love, and I'm just gonna like share my heart through my voice and be the star and the like dancer and everything that I am, and people can just think whatever they want. And so I'm just really proud of her for exuding so much confidence. And yeah, the outfits were so sexy. The pink outfit, I need that. I've been loving you, and never let you go. And Breathin' was so beautiful. Breathin' and Needy, seriously, so gorgeous. But yeah, also let's talk about the fact that Ariana is engaged. I'm so happy, you guys. I called this in my Positions. If you guys go watch my Positions album reaction, I literally called the engagement. I literally said, and I will put the clip right here, if she gets engaged this year, I would be so happy for her, and I approve. And just like magic, just like magic. I literally spoke that shit into existence, and it really happened, and I'm so happy. This is the R&B Ariana album of my literal dreams. Did you say be your wife? This is the second time she said wife or wifey on this album. Girl, you trying to say something? I mean, honestly, if she got married, or I guess not this year, but engaged this year, I would be so happy for her. Her and Dalton are so fucking cute. So honestly, yes, I approve. Because honestly, the fact that she is getting married to someone that is normal, not in the industry, but is still financially like stable on their own, you know what I mean? Because Dalton is a luxury real estate agent, so he has his own money and is mentally and emotionally in a healthy place. It's just like everything that she needs, and I'm so relieved for her because the shit that she's been through too with relationships, like it used to stress me out, and I'm just like so relieved that she has like stability and security with someone that doesn't need anything from her, is not trying to, you know, like benefit their career or move forward in the industry in any kind of a way, like doesn't have interest in that, is just literally like a regular person that she fell in love with that loves her, and like it's just so good for her. I'm just so happy. I could not like be happier with the person that she's engaged to, because I just feel like she just looks so happy, and I can just feel that it's so different this time. People being like, oh, well, you've already been engaged more times than I can count. I'm like, first of all, she was engaged once, and second of all, this is completely different situation. Like literally this is night and day. She took a full year, over a year, of just being single and just focusing on herself and learning to love herself and healing and working through her trauma and her relationship issues and all that stuff before coming into this relationship, which is an amazing sign because it shows the quality of person you can match with once you do your own inner work and you heal yourself and you get to a good place within yourself. And so that's another reason why people who don't know her well don't know what they're talking about, because the people who are criticizing her about getting engaged to Dalton so fast, first of all, I'm sure they never did any inner work on themselves before getting into their marriages. Like most of the people aren't in therapy, so like she's actually taken the time to grow and heal and like learn to love herself and to be single for a long period of time and find self-worth on her own before getting into an engagement. Half these bitches can't even say that. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't sit there and like judge her just because the time frame in your mind is supposedly like faster than it should be. It's like, no, I also don't even believe in that. I don't believe that there's like a time frame on love and like when you can get engaged with somebody. I personally just have never believed in that. It's not really about that for me. It's more just about like the overall like quality of the relationship itself, and this one just seems so good. And I love that it's so private. They hardly post pictures together. I love that his account's private. I love that she doesn't talk about him. Like I love it. This is exactly what she needs. She just needs like privacy and like something that is just for her and can just like keep her grounded. And I feel like it's exactly, I don't know Dalton obviously, but like I feel like that's what he's done for her, and I'm so happy. And also the fact that she put her grandpa's pin, like what was it, her grandpa's tie pin in the ring, and like that was from, like, I think she said that Nona had a dream and her grandpa came to her and gave that to her and told her that it was going to protect her, and then like she tweeted about it, and also how she tweeted like forever and then some with like her grandpa and Nona in the picture, and then like that was the caption for her engagement with Dalton. Like it just is like, her grandpa would be so proud of her. I'm just so happy, and I love that she put that in her ring because that's so special. And like she did not do that with the ring that Pete gave her. She didn't even post that ring. This is a completely different situation, y'all. This is a completely different night and day situation than with Pete. So let's not even go there. Also, why are people bringing up her previous relationships? Like, just be happy for what's going on in the here and now. Why do you need to dwell on the past? Like, I don't understand what people's obsession is. But anyways, so happy for her. I can only imagine how beautiful she's gonna look as a bride on her wedding day. Seriously, makes me cry when I think about it. Oh my gosh. One day I walked down the aisle. And I really hope that on that day, it's not just her mama, but her dad too, walking her down the aisle, because that would be so sweet. But yeah, I'm so happy. Anyways, I'm literally about to tear up. I'm like so happy for her. Like I'm just so happy for her all around. Like with like the engagement and with like her like success and her career and just everything in her life. Like I'm literally crying. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this. I don't know. I just like care a lot. I don't know. I just really love her, and I'm just so happy for her because I've like seen her go through so much like over the years, and I don't know, she's just like in such a good place, and I just feel like she's just getting so much like positive recognition and like so much like positive things in her personal life that she deserves, and I just want her to be happy, and I'm just so happy that she is. And this documentary, it was just like a perfect end to the year, and I'm just like could not be more thrilled for like where she's at in her life, because I've literally seen her from the fucking Put Your Hearts Up days and like Sam and Cat days and all that to now, and it's literally like mind-blowing how far she's come. Like, I'm not surprised because obviously, duh, she was made to be a star. That's been her destiny from the day she was born. It's obvious, but it's just like so crazy to like see the actual journey and the ups and downs and the roller coaster of it all, and like see where she is now. It just makes me so happy. And like literally makes me cry. Like, I don't know. So anyways, I'm literally like in tears. But that's just how much I love this girl. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, when I say soul sister, like, I truly mean it. Like, I genuinely feel like she's my soul sister on so many levels, even though she's not aware of that yet. But oh, you guys, I'm just looking at this picture too that's also making me cry. It's someone tweeted. I don't know why this is making me cry. I'm like looking at it, it's making me get more and more emotional. I'll post a picture of it for you guys to see it. And she just looks so happy in the photo. I don't know why it's making me cry that she just looks so happy. I think that was the day that Mariah asked for the video. I'm literally sobbing. Oh my gosh. I think it's just because Ariana. I'm like literally can't control myself. She's just really like impacted my heart in like a really deep way. I don't realize it sometimes until I like start crying. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm crying. This is literally her, how she was talking about Mariah. That's like how I feel about her. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't even know where to end, how to end this video now, because I wasn't expecting to be like sobbing on it. But oh my gosh, what is going on? Bro, yo, what is happening? I'm literally having a breakdown, but it's like happy tears. I'm just like really happy. Like really like proud of her. Anyways, oh my gosh, I hope you guys like this. I'm like so embarrassed right now that I'm crying so hard, but we love vulnerability. Ariana, I love you. But I'm gonna go cry now. I don't know why I can't stop, but I hope you guys like this reaction. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on Excuse Me, I Love You. What was your favorite scene? What was your favorite performance? What was your favorite outfits? Also, Darian is literally everything to me. I love him so much. Like every time I saw him, I was just like, yes, he's just so fierce and so talented. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the movie in the comments down below. Please make sure to like, that helps me get this video out there to more people. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.